Okay, sweet. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to I'm sorry, this is not a full podcast episode. We're going to keep this to about 10 minutes or so. I'm here with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Alpha Chad. You may remember me. You may not. But I'm fucking
Yes.
back, baby.
Yes. So here's the deal, guys. So over the last couple of weeks, I haven't really posted any content. And I had to talk to Alpha Chad about this. I'm trapped in this place, okay? And I'll just tell you guys right now the place that I'm trapped in. So, so Alpha Chad is going to we're working together again. So Alpha Chad is officially returning. Start date is November 1st. Many of you, if you're new to the channel, maybe you don't know Alpha Chad, but you should be also listening to the podcast, even though there hasn't been a new episode in a while. And you can do that by searching Aaron Alexander on Spotify. And some other loser will come up. Some functional fitness guy. I saw him at the Teal Swan event, actually. I actually viewed that as my opportunity to take his ass out, but I didn't do it for the sake. He was with a girl. I didn't want to have, him bleeding all over in front of her. So some other loser will be there. He's friends with Aaron Rodgers and whatever. But he'll pop up, but then I'll pop up as well. So I've been trapped in this place mentally where Hunter is starting with me again on November 1st. And we're basically starting with 2 weeks in New York. And we're just going to film the craziest types of content moving forward. We're sort of breaking out of the old paradigms that we were sort of trapped under. And I don't know if I should be publicly saying this, but kind of breaking out of the pickup playpen, right? We've talked about that a lot. We wouldn't really rant about it too much here, but it's just I was born to be an entertainer. We got to entertain more. What are your thoughts on entertaining more versus just videos on indirect game versus direct game?
I think guys have heard it all, and they want to be told in new ways, but they also want to be shown why pickup is fun and exciting. They want to feel it rather than have a guy look at a camera and tell you the 7 principles. I'm not saying they don't want that either, but a lot of it's repetitive. And so I think they want to see that be shown to them in a much more fun and inspiring way.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, in the past when Alpha Chad and I had worked together, we weren't dedicating our lives to being content creators. We weren't doing too many things wrong. I would say things were good, but now we're just dedicating our lives to being out in the world and highlighting what has always been my greatest strength, which is a true love for the game, a true love for this content creation. You love creating content. You and I, all of our best memories are when we're out in the world creating things. And I didn't prioritize those as much in the past. I was almost prioritizing a lot of other bullshit.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy about what we've been talking about so far, and I think people will be excited for what we have in store for them.
We're just not doing it anymore, man. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not getting on here and talking to you guys about the 4 C's of charisma and confidence. I can't do it anymore, man. Look, because here's the thing. I just want to say this too. All right, you guys see the videos and stuff, but especially I would say over the last couple of months or so, I've been out in the field a lot more than other times, I guess. I've been out a lot, right? And I am a terror when I'm out there. When people are just seeing me, not boot camp students who have paid, and so maybe they're wanting to almost, I don't know, man. When people see me in the field, it's unbelievable. It really is. I mean, there's just nobody. I'm being honest. There's just nobody that holds a fucking candle in any capacity to what I'm actually doing in the field. I bring just so much fun, so much energy, and that's the content that people like also, is the content with the fun and the energy. And I can't sit alone in my stupid apartment and look into the camera and be like, this is how you're going to overcome the boyfriend objection. Because also, let me say this. All these guys are nerds, right? There's really cool pickup guys out there. I really like, who do I like? Let me think. I like Austin Summers. He's great. I love Austin. Really good guy. I like, who else? I guess that's it. Oh, I like Bradicus, right?
Yeah.
I think I would like Charisma King. Him and I had beef a long time ago, but, we squashed that beef. I think he's a good guy, probably. Some of these guys are cool, right? But the majority of what you see in the pickup world is complete fucking dorks. They've got no riz, right? They've got no swag. And they're just I'll see these guys on Facebook, right? And they'll just be popping on there like, what you must realize as a man for you to get women is that abundance is the mindset that you must have. Shut up. Just stop talking. You guys don't get bitches. And I will say this too, right? And again, I've got many, many witnesses. I should do a Zoom panel of every witness that I've ever had in the field. I'm really the only guy out here who's like in his mid-30s hooking up with young, hot white women. I'm really the only one. I am actually the only one. All these other guys, they do a lot of, they're not. This wasn't the point of this video. I'm feeling manic. Sorry. Let's keep it going. So, are you excited, Alpha Chad?
Oh, absolutely. And I think people want to see more hands-on content. They want to see you interacting with women,
bro. And
they
just
do not want to see anybody talk to a camera as much as they want to see you talking to women.
We need to just be out in the world, living out in the world, out in the field. It's like before. This is what it is, dude. Before we were 80-20, 20% out in the field, going to do an infield, going on this boot camp and scheduling a couple days. And then 80%, I don't even know what we did, man. Behind the scenes, plotting, whatever the fuck. Now it needs to be the other 80-20. 80% trips on the field, or out in the field. And then the other 20% is like, hey, I guess, like, I don't know, pay us for something. Like, give us money for advice or something.
Like a boot camp.
Yeah, we'll do a little boot camp here and there, I guess. But, yeah, should I tell the story real quick of how it even came to be that you're going to be, like, back?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So I moved to Austin in like about 2 years. It's been 2 years and about 4 months now. I moved to Austin, and basically, I'll just say this. When I got here, I started raging a lot. I was drinking all the time. I was going out drinking all the time. I was hemorrhaging money. I mean, every month was just a net negative of, thousands of dollars. I was hemorrhaging cash. I just bought the Jeep. I upped all of my living expenses. I was out partying constantly. And it just got to a point where I just told you, like, dude, we had to talk about the various jobs that you were doing with me and stuff or whatever. And you were feeling like you weren't loving it anymore. I was feeling like, okay, I don't really even want to keep having you on. So we just went our separate ways, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a big falling out. We would still like occasionally like send each other a meme or so. I don't know. Like it wasn't a big thing. But then I hit you up last Halloween and I was like, hey man, I'm going to be in Columbus again for Halloween, whatever. We hung out. And I think much to your surprise, I really acknowledged all of the mistakes that I had made in the past and that even getting rid of you was a mistake. But we've talked a lot about that, and it wasn't because we had to separate to grow and understand these things, right? But pretty much since last October, I was like, dude, we got to let's get this fucking ball rolling again. Do you have any thoughts on any of that?
Wow, it's been a year.
Yep.
You've been jerking me off for a year now.
Yeah, it's been a year. And and I didn't even think about this. How interesting is it? This was not planned in any capacity, but your start date will literally now be 1 year since that conversation. Halloween.
That's crazy. Wow.
It was Halloween of last year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting as well. But Yeah, man. I wasn't utilizing you in your zone of genius. I wasn't in my zone of genius. We were spending too much time outside of our zone of geniuses, right? Like, not you're very good at the ideas of the content creation, even the editing of the videos. You're like a master video editor, audio mixer, like all these things. And I'm telling you, like, hey man, like, I don't know, like move these emails over to this other course or something. Like just stupid shit, man. Dumb shit.
I
that
moved
we
a
should
lot of
be-
emails.
Yeah, we also do need goons. If you're a goon and you're willing to work for a really low amount of money, like really low, like
Like you
you're gonna
wouldn't
have
even
to-
want to do it.
yeah, like you're gonna have to sign contracts that say you're okay with less than whatever the minimum wage is in your state. Yeah, we need goons. If you guys want to work and do like
I've never heard a
really,
worse ad. We need goons. We pay you nothing.
bro, if you want to do extremely menial labor, like the lowest of the low for
It
less,
sucks.
yeah. This is my like Zip Recruiter posting. They go like, oh, well, I'm sure I mean, legally, it's got to pay at least minimum wage. You will get paid under minimum wage. Yeah, to do some of the worst shit imaginable. Yeah, hit us up, though, for real. Aaron at evolutiondaily.com. You can email me. And we could talk about minimum wage. Let me say this, for real. I'll be a little bit for real. If you're a kid, if you're a young guy, we don't hire old people. So if you're 18 to 22, 23, and you genuinely are looking for like a little bit of a side income, and you either can learn quickly or you have some video editing and posting abilities, for real, hit me up. Aaron at evolutiondaily.com. Just email me. Don't be a dummy. Don't be an idiot. Be young, be vibrant, have healthy thyroid function. And outside of that, that's really all we need. So we need goons because we're going to be putting so much work and effort into how awesome this content is going to be. So, bro, let's say we make a video where we interviewed 15 bitches on, you know, do you like getting it inside of your asshole or do you no. But for real, let's say we put some work into a piece of content, right? I want that content now everywhere, all the time. Like, I want fucking 20 burner TikTok accounts. I want fucking... You know, I want just that piece of content to just go everywhere. Different clips, different cuts. I want my face out there into the fucking world. That's part of us breaking out of this fucking pickup playpen. So we do need goons. You guys can email me if you're a goon.
I'll make sure that we come up with a more respectful term than goon for all the goons out there as well. I'll make sure that you get like the respect you deserve. I'll be HR for Evolution Daily.
You
so.
guys ain't getting fucked. It will be hell. $3 an hour hell.
Oh my God.
Do you know about the website Glassdoor?
No. What is this?
So it's a website where, like, let's say that you were considering accepting a management position at Target. Glassdoor means that there's, like, people within that company that are highlighting what it's really like to work at Target.
Okay.
And so, like, Glassdoor, like, Evolution Daily, like, Aaron's fucking terrible. Like, even the $3 an hour, he was late on my payment every single time.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
I had to beg him. No.
You have 1-star reviews on Glassdoor.
But dude, so I told you this the other day too. I had a good epiphany when I did a thing maybe 4 months ago. I did a thing where if you bought Thrive, you got a free coaching call with me. And so that led me to talk to about 10 guys. It was only like a week-long thing. It was like 10 or 11 guys where I had never spoken to them before. There was a few where they were people I already knew from boot camps and stuff. But and so it was like new guys, you know, guys where they go like, oh, I followed you for 5 years. I followed you for 6 months, whatever. And this feedback that I was getting from these guys, unsolicited shit, was, dude, what I always love about your stuff versus everybody else's is you're the only guy out here that is like, you have this really positive outlook and you're really fun. You bring such a fun energy to game. I watch your stuff compared to other guys and I just feel like, oh, this is fun. And it's true, man. It's true. Yeah. So that's our goal now.
Yeah.
Is us just going out and projecting that fun, that positive outlook, that creativity, and showing the beauty of game again. with that
Yep.
cat.
With this fucking cat. Mwah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a cat in the mix now, guys.
The Evolution Daily cat.
Alpha Chad has adopted a child.
I have a daughter. Yeah, man, I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. I can't wait to show people what we're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to bring the podcast back as well. And man, what else do I want to say about this? I mean, yeah, dude, I guess I will just say that to the hardcore fans, you guys have missed Alpha Chat a lot. You know, you guys will sign up for boot camps for $10,000, and then when I tell you Alpha Chad's not coming to the boot camp, you'll demand a refund instantly. You go, "Oh, I was paying for him. That's it." And so then you're calling your bank. It becomes a legal issue. So, but he's back now. So, bro, and you know what? I'll just say this too: is that I've talked a lot about moving to Europe. Okay, and I might kind of move to Europe, right? A little bit, like maybe, but probably not. But almost definitely not.
Okay.
And here's the thing, right? Okay, let's address the Europe thing because people are like, I thought you were going to move to Europe. Here's the deal. So I was thinking about it.
Okay, cool, man. Really happy for you.
I was thinking about it, and sometimes when I'm thinking about something, I just speak it as though it's 100% going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go out there for a little bit. You guys know that the 2 months in Europe changed my life immensely. Actually, this ring is still from being over there, from being in Greece. But ultimately, that was also prior to me being 100% certain that Alpha Chad and I are going to be working on these projects together again. And the truth is like, when I was in Europe, I've probably never had a less productive 2 months of my entire life. I would wake up and I would tell myself I was going to go work, but really I would just go to this coffee shop with the hottest fucking baristas you've ever seen, and they all loved me, and it was called Cultivos. And I would go and I would order a double Americano. So it would just be 4 shots of espresso. I would order an orange juice, and I would sit there and I would rip 10 Marlboro Reds in a matter of like 4 hours. I would just fucking get zooted as hell on coffee and cigarettes, and then I would just kind of like pretend to like edit a video or something. So I don't know if Europe's really good for our new direction right now.
Where was your headspace? What were you doing?
You really want to know? Honestly,
Yeah, of course.
Pure, unadulterated bliss.
Okay, well, that's good.
I could not be bothered. I just would walk around. I would game. I would bang Greek girls. I would bang girls from Ireland that are on vacation in Greece. I mean, I spent a month ripping 15 to 20 cigarettes a day, binging coffee, eating chocolate, and just day gaming. That was all I did. Yeah. It was the best month of my entire life, actually.
Wow.
So, can we do that again? Sure. But is it good for now? Probably not,
You want to go out there and have more fun. You want to make fun content. You want to fucking get out in front of chicks and fucking have a fucking party.
Yes, and the only way we're going to do that is that would be like a few months down the road, maybe like closer to spring and summer, and there would be a plan to it, right? It would be like me and you, and then, maybe we convince Zach Guarino to quit his job, and, he's the one we're paying $3 an hour. We need a third and maybe even a fourth person, right, to keep the party alive. And we just go and we just riz chicks constantly and just film it all the time, and that would be the only way we would make it happen.
All right. Well, hell yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for how this unfolds.
Yeah. And so, guys, for the next month, here's the other big thing that we need to hit on, is that I'm going to delete this channel soon. This channel will be deleted. So I'm going to include down below a link to sign up for the newsletter, basically. And so if you guys sign up down below, you'll get the updates on the new channels and the new, like everything new. You guys should sign up. Anybody who's on my email list, comment down below and confirm this. I'm not a spam guy. Anything I send out on email is actually valuable. It'll be a link to a video or like a great article or something. I don't just spam you guys. I've signed up for email lists before where I'm getting 5 a day. You guys will get like 4 emails a week, tops, from me. So unsubscribe to your Sheen emails and your Temu and your whatever other dumb shit, and unsubscribe to any other dating coach. I have a guy. I'm going to tell a funny story real quick. I have a guy on my mentorship. Okay. He meets a girl from Night Game last week. He tells me it's an amazing interaction, but he's showing me the text screenshots and she's like giving him nothing. She's responding a little bit, but there's no enthusiasm. And I said to him, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pitch this date to send it today at 3:00. If you don't hear back in 5 hours, hit her up again. And I said, tomorrow, I want you to press her hard. Press her. Be like, hey, look, I won't hit you up again anymore, I promise. But I felt like what we had was awesome. We had such a great time. I said, press her. He's like, but I'm nervous because that goes against, won't that come off as needy? All this shit. I'm like, press her hard. And he goes, but that just goes against what even a former coach has told me and all this stuff. I'm like, they don't get laid. These guys do not actually fuck. And if they do, it's women that are very easy to hook up with. I said, young, hot girl, met her at the club. She's being pursued by 3 guys at work, 8 guys online, 4 other guys at night, whatever. I said, press her. Bro. He presses the fuck out of her. They end up going on a date, making out hardcore. Now he's sending me the screenshots of her with all these heart emojis, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. And he's like, it blew my mind. It changed my entire paradigm of neediness versus pursuit and whatever. And, yeah, man, it's just, you guys just should unsubscribe to basically everybody else. There's really nobody that can give the level of advice that I can give. And so the more you guys do just sort of drown out anybody else and any contradicting opinion to me, I want you guys to run an experiment. Let me just run an experiment. For the next 30 days, pretend everyone else is wrong and everything you hear from me is correct. Just 30-day experiment. And you'll see your results skyrocket. That's all there is to it. End of fucking story.
We're also going to make a course called Beg and Press.
Press hard. Press. Bro.
All the things that they're the opposite of what other coaches tell you, and we make a course telling you to do it. And it works.
Absolutely. In today's... Yeah. I mean, I could really rant about this idea of pressing.
I've seen Aaron pathetically beg and then get a pull that other people wouldn't get.
Okay, but here's what's important is that it's not.
I'm joking. Pathetic. I was kidding when I said pathetic. I was
the begging for the pole though. That is a real thing that I've preached for many years.
Yeah, and
these guys that are just like, okay, all right. Let me do an impression of a 2024 dating coach. Okay, all right. So when I walk out to the club, first of all, I have not ejaculated in 186 days, and when I get into that club. They can sense that. Everybody in the room senses that this man has not ejaculated in 186 days. And now, with all these other beta males, including Aaron Alexander, that pussy bitch, what they tell you to do is they'll have you approaching women. No. What I want you to do is I want you to go there with your 186 days of semen that's just now oozing out of your fucking veins. And I want you just to stand at the bar and wait for a signal. And when that signal comes, you still don't approach her, okay? And here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand at that bar until 4 a.m, and then you're going to go home, and you're going to go home alone. You're going to continue to maintain your semen. But every woman that saw you that night, she won't be able to get you out of her fucking head.
Wow. Sign me up for that guy.
And so now now as a student, you guys might be like, okay, well, where do I get laid? How do I? It's not about getting fucking laid. It's not about getting laid. It's about being a fucking king. Okay, it's about being an alpha fucking male. Getting laid is actually gay. That's what you guys have to understand. Having sex with women is gay. What's not gay is hitting day 187 of your semen retention and going home knowing that you're on your fucking journey and on your purpose. So that's dating. So that's dating coaches today. All right.
Sounds familiar.
That's dating coaches today. These guys don't know anything. We know everything, Alpha Chad and I. And so, yeah, this has definitely turned into a little bit of a manic rant. I told you this video
It's like a mini podcast.
I told you it was going to be 10 minutes, and now here we are, 25 minutes in. But no, man, I'll let you get off of here, and I'll get off of here in a minute. But overall, yeah, I wanted to make this video because, like I said, I'm very excited about the future, but it's making me not as excited to post content right now. And so I was like, okay, I got to get some shit out here. I got to not just be totally dead to the audience for when, we do come back and everything. And so, yeah, man, exciting stuff on the horizon.
Hell yeah. Peace, guys.
Peace.